Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We've got some more attacks from INTZ in Champions 1. Plus, we'll take a look at the teams that are potentially going to Poland. So before we jump into the attacks from INTZ, here are the 4 clans that I believe will be going from the in-game Clan War League. Maybe one of these clans can't go, who knows, but these are the ones I know so far. Maybe you guys know what this Chinese clan name is. If you guys can translate it down in the comments, that would be awesome. So I do know if they end up going out there, I'll be able to definitely call them by the clan name. And then also we have the ESL, which was competing online, and we have the final 4 clans, which means we also have INTZ. Again, they qualified, so that means they're going to have 2 teams out in Poland for this August qualifier. So we have INTZ, we have Golden X, Indian Clashers, and PWCOC. And this is going to be the first time an Indian clan is going to be out, so representing the Indian community. That is really, really awesome. Would definitely want to see as many communities and as many nationalities represented, definitely out in Poland and the World Finals, which I will be out there as well. And yeah, so this definitely gives INTZ another really good opportunity to try to make the World Final stage, and I can't wait to see if they do qualify there. But now let's go ahead and jump into some INTZ attacks from the Clan War League in Champions 1. So the first attack we're going to be jumping into is going to be Mr. E, aka Celino, coming in for INTZ. Going to come in with the Electrone, but going to kind of sui into this town hall. We're going to take a look at where the sweepers are. We have one sweeper that is pointing this way, and the other sweeper that is pointing this way as well. So both sweepers are pointing to the kind of the top side of the base, but he's going to see he can then send his heroes down here, and then the queen can step up and grab this town hall. Where's the clan castle? Clan castle's down here. The radius is probably just right about this area. Finds a tornado trap, finds a bunch of the skellies there, and the king continues to move through. But he's going to be able to then use this clone spell over the siege machine as it does fly in. Queen burns ability and takes out 2 air defenses up here, so he gets a ton of value. 2 more air defenses over here. So let's see, he's going to drop 1 balloon and the stone slammer into this area right here, and he can drop that clone spell for when it does go in. So Stone Slammer moves in, some balloons behind, and he's going to drop the poison to help take down the archers, and he's going to move his way and get into the queen right here. This is what this E-Drag is going to be used for, to help take the queen down. So he drops the clone right over the E-Dragon, so he actually has 2 E-Dragons in the core, and he lets the balloon die, and boom, takes out the queen very nicely. Now he's going to be able to fly through. So he's got a Lava Hound, probably archers in there, or it could have been an Ice Golem, just doesn't come out. And so nice job. Now he's going to fly his way just around this way, and he's got the Grand Warden flying into the bottom section. He does a nice freeze with the multi, that Expo, and the Grand Warden altar, but that Eagle Artillery was able to take out the enemy queen in that section, and now he's moving his way through here. Still has the Grand Warden Eternal Tome. Unfortunately, it looks like it did actually path a little bit around here, but it did get some more balloons actually to go into the core, and that was a perfect Warden ability through all of that. And then he's just going to haste his way through the back, and has 1 more haste as well. Drops it to get through the air defense and the archer tower, but a really nice job at suing the heroes into the town hall, and then breaking the base up like this and moving his way across the base just like this. Like the Stone Slammer was responsible for this section, and then the Lalo was responsible for moving through just like that. So Mr. E, aka Celino, coming in and getting the 3-star. Alright, so we got another Electrone coming in, and he's going to send the queen and try to sui into this town hall as well, and try to get the queen to go for this here. So he drops the wall breaker right here. The king's actually going to loop around the base just like this. Has another 4 wall breakers, so he tested it right there, so that was good. King is going to move around, but he wants the queen to go in, but unfortunately the queen does not go in for the town hall. But because of the base design, it's only actually 3 tiles next to this wall right here, so the queen can actually reach over the wall this way. But if he dropped the queen a little bit more down this way, then the queen would have ran in to grab that town hall. But instead she looped around this way and actually did get some nice value. Got this wizard tower and then reached over the town hall right there and still was able to do it. So that's a base design flaw to let the queen be able to reach over the town hall here, but Still a good job to make sure he goes down. Either way, if he still was able to take the town hall there, but he got an extra few buildings here with the queen, which was pretty valuable because he then sends the balloons into here and the stone slammer. This is going to be responsible for this whole section, including the queen and that multi-target inferno. The queen and the king removed basically was the town hall, and now he can lalo right into the base just like this. This is the key, creating a nice path through the base just to go like that. And like that with the loons. He does have a few defenses on the outside over here, which you can deal with, but nice job covering both the multi and the air defense. One to kind of protect the lava hound so it can last a little longer, and the balloons as they all fly through. Then the next hound is going to come right over here, going to fly in for that back air defense right there. Has a few more hastes that he can drop as well, but it was a very nice job at identifying that he could fly just like this through the base, and then he can fly another set of balloons just like this. So this set comes for this corner, and then he's going to fly in just like that through it, because the sweepers weren't necessarily pointing away, so that stone slammer was able to clear the whole core section, which included the queen and that eagle artillery, so everything can fly up and around just like that. And it was a beautiful job. Look at it, he still has a nice handful amount of balloons coming in with the Electrone in the Clan War League, and it's just a matter of time, and it makes it easier when it's the Ice Golem Balloon CC. Obviously, if he was a damage CC, would have flown over to the Stone Slammer, would have been able to poison it, but still, nonetheless, still a really good attack coming in with the Electrone and gets it done right there. Alright, so we're coming in with another Electrone, and he's going to Sui into this town hall up here as well. But let's take a look at where the sweepers are pointing. We got the one sweeper that is pointing right here, and the other sweeper that is pointing this way. So where's the queen? The biggest thing is when you're doing the Electrone with cloning the balloons that come out of the stone stammer with the E-Drag, you want to make sure you send that to the queen, either using a blimp to fly in or a stone slammer to fly in like this, or to fly in like this, or something to get to this queen. That's a big thing. But in this case, what he does is he sends the wall breakers, the king and the queen, to go for the town hall, gets this air defense. So that's going to be some really nice value. So this air defense up here, and we have another air defense right here. So he's going to take out this section with his heroes, and the queen's going to be able to reach over the wall and take out the town hall. Now he's going to decide to send the stone slammer and the balloons right into here. They're going to pass from this cannon to this air defense to this multi-target inferno, and the E-Dragon is going to be responsible for this whole section, the balloons for this whole section up here. Because then if he takes out this section, then he can lalo right around this way. He's got 3 lava hounds actually to fly through, and he's got 3 hounds for actually 2 air defenses. So he's going to have the stone slammer. Nice job of using those initial balloons to take the air defense shots. Stone slammer's going in. He's going to drop the rage. And then he's going to drop the clone, and there it is. Drops the poison as well, and the E-Dragon's going to skip right onto the queen, take the queen and that baby dragon out really easily. And now the E-Dragon's actually kind of cross-tanking for these archer towers right here, so he doesn't have to drop the lava hound initially. He can drop the balloons behind. Now the hound is coming at a nice angle right through here. So pretty much the defenses remaining were these defenses, so it's kind of just like this as they move around the base. So kind of just like this, moving in here, in here, and then they're all going to kind of group up and around. And he's going to drop the haste leading in, plus 2 ground expos makes this base really ideal to hit it with air. And he did pop this warden ability a little early, but that's okay. I mean, he was able to fly through, and that 3rd lava hound was nice, actually cross-tanking and tanking these defenses quite a bit. Has another freeze and another haste spell to fly through, and the E-Dragon's getting some nice chain value through this top side. There is the Tesla farm, but he's got plenty of balloons with 2 more cleanup balloons down south to get this one done. So you saw his previous attack with the Electrone, and he did it again in this one. The Lava Hound pops, gets some more pups, makes it look easy, and swagging 2 spells at that. And now let's take a look at the last Electrone of this video. It's going to be a little bit of a unique one, taking an Earthquake in this composition. And he's going to drop a balloon up here, and he's going to actually want to Sui this section with his queen. This is the section he wants to Sui and take down. And sometimes you're thinking, oh, you can Sui the town hall with your queen. But in this case, if you can grab like a multi-target inferno, looks like an expo and air defense, that's quite a bit of value. Drops a freeze, gets a wall breaker in, so the queen is going to be responsible for this whole section right here. And then that means he has the queen over here, and the sweepers are pointing like this, and the sweepers are pointing like this. So since they are pointing this way and this way, that means the blimp or the stone slammer can fly around into this section and be perfectly fine. So that's exactly what he does. He drops the balloons, the stone slammer to move into here, and they're going to go right to this queen, drops the rage leading into here, drops the clone, and then the E-Dragon is going to move right into here. And it's also a very nice thing to notice is that this whole bottom section down here, the king removed, so the E-Dragon has nowhere to go but inside the core of this base, which is also really helpful. Now he's going to start the Lalo right down this way because that is pretty much the remaining part of the base. So he's going to fly like this, he's going to fly like this, and fly over. You can see he brought this Earthquake because he's not at 51% yet, so he needs to drop the Earthquake to help activate that Town Hall, so he doesn't have to worry, and plus he doesn't need to drop the cleanup just yet because he's flying over nice and slowly. So that Earthquake, a very nice job, through the Eagle Shots, protects that Lava Hound, and takes down this Town Hall, drops the haste, and he's leading right up through here. He's going to be able to fly. This Lava Hound's tanking very nicely since he did pop that Grand War Internal Tome over, and he does have one more free spell to drop, and he drops it over that multi-target and that air defense right there, and drops the final haste. And look at how many balloons are left up in this raid. Just flew through, took out this section with the queen, and took out this section, the middle section, with the Stone Slammer and Electrone, and then laloed right across this way because the sweepers were pointing this way and this way, so he flew in right behind. So beautiful job with that Electrone right there. And that's going to wrap up today's video on some of the Electrone hits from INTZ in the Clan War League. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe down below for the daily content, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Carbonfin signing out. Peace.